Self-doubt kills more dreams than actual failures. I've literally changed careers. First became a CA, then started my own talk show, not knowing anything about it. Going to US to study, dropping out and becoming a mindset coach for entrepreneurs. If I was carrying a backpack all throughout the journey, one thing that was in my backpack was self-doubt. Because you have to understand one thing. Self-doubt is actually a state which is in your favor. Internally you feel like if I have enough doubt, I will have more than enough answers so that I can play safe. At the same time, get my incredible results. Now you have to understand one thing before you go ahead, watch this video and try to kill your self-doubt. That self-doubt and what you want, they do not lie in the same plane. The only thing that you can do in a state of self-doubt is play safe. Just have a familiar life because that's what you already know. But if you're like, I am so fucking bored of that, I want a big, awesome, fun life, I want to have my own business, I want my revenue to go up, I want a loving partner, that is not available in your self-doubt state. What does that mean? Do we start hating it? Not at all. The more you give it energy, the more you go deeper in the state of self-doubt because you're constantly trying to fight it or trying to agree to it as if that is gonna shoot you in your state of, yeah, I believe in my dreams, I believe in the possibility and this is happening, and you don't find yourself in action mode when you're drowning in self-doubt. So what do? So excuse my language, but I have to put it in this way. If it lands in your subconscious, I mean my work is done. Stop being the bitch of your self-doubt. In fact, make self-doubt your bitch. What does that mean? It's not the absence of self-doubt that you're seeking, to be honest. What you're really wanting in this case is, even if I have self-doubt, I have confidence on myself. I'm walking ahead with confidence. I am doing things. I'm taking actions. Why? Because I am choosing to. Yeah, I am aware that there is this self-doubt. What if I'm not ready? What if I fail? For example, let's say you got the idea to pitch to a company a possible collaboration, right? And you're like, what if they don't like the fact that I'm not that experienced, I don't have those many followers? Two things can happen here. One, you listen to your self-doubt and you do not take that action right now, and you would give yourself a very valid reason to not take action right now. Yeah, maybe I can do it later when the probability of getting a yes is higher. You always give yourself a valid reason to make it look like you're not giving up. Or you can be like, you know what, fuck this shit, let me just take an action and see where it goes. When you take an action, what else can happen? Either you will get a yes, awesome, congratulations, you got what you wanted. Or you will get a no, awesome, even bigger congratulations, because now not only you moved ahead and you have momentum, but also you got feedback. You got feedback from the world. What does that mean? Does that mean that you are less? You're not good enough? Not at all. It's just that you will now ask this question to yourself. Actually, what does this mean? Maybe they were not the right fit for you. Maybe you were not the right fit for them. Maybe you didn't show up more confidently. Maybe you did not send that link. So fucking what? The thing is, this world is so overpopulated with great as fuck ideas and possibilities. Most of them are not even used by human beings because we are just so trained to act safe, play safe. If a single doubt comes up, worship it, make that your God, and imagine that, that is leading you to your success. Not at all. Your success does not lie in the intelligence of listening to your self-doubt. Your success lies in the foolishness of believing in your goals. So does that mean we just casually accept self-doubt as part of the process? Like we're not going to do anything about it? Yes. Because even if you were trying to do something about it, did you get your result? I mean, it is literally as simple as that. We human beings are so fucked up in certain ways. We make a big deal out of our problems, but we totally forget that we can make a big deal out of our dreams, about our plans, about going ahead and doing the shit, and then seeing what results are we getting, about actually celebrating the progress that we have had so far. Another amazing strategy to kill your self-doubt is ask two questions. One, what's the worst that could happen? And second, what's the best that could happen? With the first one, what's the worst that could happen? Your transformation may lie there. For example, I cannot start offering my services. What if nobody says yes? Okay, cool. So let's say you actually put the offer out there on your Instagram, on your mail, maybe when you're meeting your friends or whoever, whatever way, it doesn't matter. And the worst that can happen is nobody says yes. What's so worse about that? Maybe for you in that case, the worst is that people make fun of you. You're now exposed that I don't know who she's trying to be or he's trying to be. I don't know why they think that they're good enough to start a business. Maybe you're scared of that. That is your worst case scenario. Now, what is now what is so bad about that? Right? Ask yourself that wouldn't it be better that I took a chance on myself rather than taking a chance on how other people see me? And even if they think that I'm a piece of shit and I shouldn't have done that, that's their problem. That's not really mine. And it's actually really good that how people actually think about me got exposed, right? Don't leave yourself there. Now, the second question, which is more exciting, is what's the best that could happen? What's the best that could happen? And that is where your imagination opens up. And if it doesn't, please let it open up. The best that could happen is I could get a yes and I can earn that money. I can put that money in hiring an editor, making some content. Then I'll get like 10 more clients. What's the best that can happen from there? Then I can put my business on autopilot and I'm making all these millions and then I'm traveling the world and I'm gifting these things to my parents, to my family, blah, blah, blah. You get the sense that you get from this. Both the questions are meant to free you, not to actually feed into the self-doubt. But you get the point, right? Another amazing way of just saying fuck you to your self-doubt is by telling yourself that whatever you want to do is not even something new. It's not out of the world. You're not saying I'm gonna make a home on the sun because you're gonna burn there. It's something that a gazillion people have done before you. A gazillion people will do after you. So this is another comforting, at the same time boosting perspective on self-doubt. If self-doubt is occurring in your life, that just means that you're playing bigger bets. You're taking a fucking bet on yourself. Otherwise, why would self-doubt come in your life? You would be living the same saturated life, but you're not. You're like, fuck that. I want more. And every time self-doubt comes up, have a celebratory ritual. I'm not even kidding. Like, stand up and start twerking if that's your thing. Or maybe like stand up and start clapping for yourself like a fool, because that is you telling your subconscious that this is just an indicator of I'm creating something bigger. That means my life is gonna be big as fuck very soon. Way more money and growth in business, growth in life, blah, blah, blah. Whatever that success means to you, right? It is an indicator that you are growing beyond your boundaries. Last perspective on self-doubt. Really soak this in like a sponge. Sponge or sponge? This is going to be a game changer for you, which is self-doubt exists in your life only because you've sold yourself a lie. A lie that you're not good enough, skilled enough, capable enough for whatever you want to do or achieve in your life. Let me tell you, your brain is gonna fire these questions and these statements to you that we are not good enough because I don't have this degree or I don't have this experience. If you want, you can be stuck in this state. It's not gonna give you more money. It is not going to amplify your career. You're just gonna be where you are right now. If that is what you want, stay with this state. Or literally act like a fool and tell yourself why you're the best. You're the best in your industry. And again, this first state is gonna come firing at you. Dude, what the fuck? Tell that state, you know what? I'm not even trying to act intelligent. I'm trying to act like a fool. In this world, the people who actually make it big, like not, I have like some extra money in my life, but like big, are actually fools, because they didn't give a shit about what their logical mind says, what their conditioning says. They don't even believe that they have to be really good at what they do to make money. I mean, isn't that foolishness? Be a fucking fool. Only then you will be able to override all this intelligence in your brain working against you, telling you why you can't have what you want and why you got to slow down, why you got to get more training and blah, blah, blah. If you're doing a surgery as a doctor, go get a training. If you're selling a fucking service, please stop living in your head and actually start creating. Okay, the very last perspective. Your self-doubt hates seeing you in motion, because it knows when you're actually creating, when you're actually taking aligned actions, you don't have time to think about self-doubt. It literally goes in the back seat, and that's what you want in the end of the day, right? 21 days creator challenge is exactly for that. Not only so that you align your mindset to the life that you want, the business that you want, but also there are tools in it that you take actions to create that. Imagine how amazing would that be when after 21 days you have that offer made, product made, you want to take a vacation that's done, and you're just seeing your output in front of you. And if you're like, I'm not sure about 21 days, just test it out for 7 days. It's absolutely free, and actually get in the momentum just by sitting and watching videos on how to conquer self-doubt. It's just getting more powerful, right? So I'm gonna see you in the next video, and if you really want to learn how to use your focus to create an absolutely fucking awesome life, then watch this particular video. I'm Yuvika, your mindset shifting coach. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Mwah.